All right, so I'm coming to you here with my coffee mug to talk to you about how TPT just quietly updated and dropped a seriously useful new metrics into our dashboards. And I'm talking about like earnings per cart, earnings per unit, units per buyer. Like you got so much new stuff that we want to talk about it. And I haven't seen anybody else talking about it yet. So I just wanted to get this out there and talk to you about what's new inside our dashboard. So let's go right over there and talk about it. All right. So this is my dashboard for sometime in March. um, this new um, this new update was released on June 14th, and you'll be able to see that once we go back to current day. They added new seller metrics that give us more insight into like the behavior of our customers. So these numbers go beyond just views and sales and units sold like we were seeing before. So now you can start to understand like how your customers are buying. Well, not how, you can't really, but like how much they have in their cart, um, what you need to do to increase your sales revenue. It's a lot easier to see now. Okay, so let's talk about it. All right. So first, I want to talk about earnings per cart. How much you make every time someone adds your product to their cart. So you can see which products bring higher cart values. You can do this for any day or week. And what I like to do with this information is I like to see like where I need to bump up the numbers of the products that I have, not the product not the product count. Like I have like a certain amount of products in my store. That's fine. What I'm wanting to do with this information that I'm getting is I want to see higher numbers. So in order to get higher numbers on your earnings per cart, you can have bundles, you can have higher priced products or products that are often bought together. You can link them together inside of their things. So inside their description, sorry, not things. so this is just a helpful thing that you can look at. I know that in March, one of my best sellers is a $2.30 product. Normally, all of my products are $3. So this looks a little different than what it would now. And that's fine. Or even what it would look like in like April. It might even be different. Yeah, see, it's much more streamlined for me. It's $3.90 instead of that $2. So what you can look at here is how you can encourage people to spend higher numbers. If your earnings per cart is low, maybe your product isn't cross-selling well, or you can make a bundle, or you could create I would start with a bundle. All right. Next, I wanted to talk about earnings per unit. Okay. So there's earnings per cart, earnings per unit, earnings per unique buyer. If you look at this metrics right here, you can see all of the new things and they tell you about it here. If you click on this, it'll tell you like earnings per cart, average earnings from each cart that includes your resource. Higher values can mean buyers are purchasing more or choosing higher priced items. So these, if you talk about carts, it's average number of your items bought in each cart. Use this to gauge whether buyers are bundling or choosing multiple products. Units per unique buyer. Average numbers of items each buyer purchases. Higher numbers may indicate that buyers are exploring and purchasing from multiple listings in your store. So these are all just like look at this and decide how you want to use this information to help your store. Okay. So, and it says that like a higher value may reflect stronger pricing, fewer discounts, or more sales of higher priced products. There you go. So you can talk about that. But I wanted to talk about earnings per unit. This gives you a clean profit data per product. So this is like how much you earn every time a unit of this product sells. You can also, instead of doing your entire story, you can just do like this one. I wouldn't. I would do one that's sold multiple times. which apparently I don't have many in this 1 week. So let's go back to all. Oh, now it's confused. Sorry. There we go. Earnings per unit. It's useful if you have products with upsells or licenses, like different licenses or different price points, which isn't really a thing on Teachers Pay Teachers, but you can see like if you have multiple price points, that's I think what I was going for with these notes. Like if you have a product that's, $2 and it sells well versus a $3 or $5 product that sells well. Okay. And then units per buyer. So another one I wanted to look at, units per unique buyer, units per, earnings per view. That's a fun one too. So um, that more links to conversion rate, earnings per view. But let's see what it says about earnings per view. How much you earn for each view your resource gets. A high value may indicate strong conversion from views to purchases. Yeah. So maybe. And then you can even look at carts, how many carts there are that have your product in it. That's fun. Okay, actually, let's see about carts. Number of cart checkout events that include your resource. Helpful and understand interest before purchase. Check cart checkout. So they would be checking out. It's not just people added it to your cart. Okay. And another thing I've noticed, ooh, let's talk about that in a second. Okay. Well, first we'll talk about units per buyer. So units per buyer, units per unique buyer there. So this helps you see like customer loyalty and buying behavior. So if you have this number is higher than 1, then people have more than one of your things that they bought. Repeat customers or bundles doing their job. I wouldn't say bundles. I would say, I wouldn't say bundles. I would say that it's repeat customers or people buying more than one product, basically repeat customer having more than one in their cart. So this could show you that you need to have a bundle. This could show you, and honestly, you could look at this and see what that means. Although it doesn't really show it here. Usually it'll show it here. Yeah. So you can see people bought this product once most of the time, and then occasionally someone bought this with something else, or they bought 2 units per unique. Yeah. So that's interesting. This is something you can look at. Okay. So let's talk about why this is helpful. It helps you plan your bundles smarter. It shows you which products are pulling their weight. For me, it's this leprechaun trap product in March, and it helps you prioritize which products you want to promote. Um, so in March, I would be promoting this product, and you can identify opportunities to raise your prices. And finally, you just get insights into your repeat customers, and it's awesome. So what I would do is I would look at my top 5 products and I would see like maybe instead of like the pre date range, you could do all time or for the year and see what are your best products and what does that look like for them. And you can export this data. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can download right here. Oh, and I wanted to show you this week to date. You can see. Well, let's do instead of week to date, let's do month to date. And instead of this, go to, no, which one was it? There was one where it was like, oh, this is different conversion rate. Okay, so this is new data. This is a new data source in that happened last year. So you can see new data. But also I wanted to talk about another thing that I saw. If you just go to the search bar and hit the search bar and you look at like, we're just gonna go to this first one. Oh, and it doesn't show um, on my computer. But on my phone, if you click on something, it will show you how many. This is on Chrome too, so I don't know why it's not on. I don't know why it's not on Teachers Pay Teachers on here. Oh no, it is. It's right here. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I, I got so excited. So if you look right here, it says 400 views in the last 24 hours. This is another way that you can interact with your resources. If you can find one of your resources, I don't know if any of my resources would have this. um, Maybe if you go to bestsellers, I don't see anything new like on this part, but if you click on it, no, I don't see it. But sometimes we'll see that. Oops, I want to go here. But you can like click on any of these and you can see that like 500 people have viewed this in the last 24 hours. It's a good indicator that products are more popular. I wouldn't really be looking for it on my own products. I'd be looking for it on other products so that you can see like, oh, this person has a great following. So that's why they have so many views. And their products are, they are like one of the top sellers on Teachers Pay Teachers, which is why when you go to the search bar and you just search for all resources, there's a number two. This is something that you can find. This One Stop Teacher Shop also has 100 views, and this is summertime. This is summertime, and they're getting all these views. And that's great. That's what you want for your resources eventually is to have 100 views every 24 hours. That's lovely. They're doing great. So that's another fun thing that I found that I really love is this extra views. You can see how many views they were if it's a good number. If it's a higher than I think the one that I saw on my store was like it had 10 views in the last 24 hours. And I was like, sweet. Thanks. So that's all I have for you for this. Yeah. So go on and look at your top products and start thinking about like how you can bundle or make a collection of your products to increase those um, earnings per cart. All right. So have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.